Hi, this is Terry. Today is July 29th, 2023, and I am so excited to finally mulch the part of the area behind me. It's been pretty weedy, and with it being very hot and with the loss of a tree, it took me a while to get to this area. So I finally got part of it done, or what I wanted to get done today. So this area used to be part shade. And with the loss of our tree, a huge limb fell. And then we also decided to go ahead and take down the whole tree. It was a Bradford tree. It's a very, very unstable tree. Please do not ever get that tree. So Bradford tree. So with the loss of that tree, everything just became a sunny location all right here. So I had to move some of the plants, and these were the remaining plants that are here, and they get blasted by the sun, more than 6 hours of direct sunlight. So I am surprised that they are still doing really good. Look at the Carrots, Everillo Carrots, and they are doing so good. Now they can take some sun, which is good. So anyway, I don't want to sidetrack. So anyway, I also noticed that weeds started growing over here, and today I'm going to share with you when is the best time, or when is a good time to mulch, and that is um, when you have a turnover in soil. For example, in our case, it was because of the loss of tree. We were, removing the tree branches. So this area was, the soil got turned over a lot. So that's a good time. That's that's definitely when you should mulch again. And then also, typically I mulch, late winter, um, I would say going to the summer again, and then going into winter. Why that is because you have your winter weeds, your spring weeds, your summer weeds, and if I didn't say winter, you also have the winter weeds. So having the mulch or having, like replenishing the mulch really helps with that. Helps to suppress the weeds. And I do maybe about an inch or two layer thick, and that works really well. So you don't want the mulch to be too thick either. So why? Of course, I just mentioned that you want to mulch because it suppresses the weeds. Also, it keeps the soil moist, which is really good right now because it is really hot over here. Okay, so another reason that you should mulch is I think it keeps the nutrients from, spreading away, especially after a rain. So that's a good reason to have mulch too. I kid you not, when I first started gardening, that was in, I think, 2019 or 2020, that I was like, I pretty much left this area bare with just soil. And I was like, oh, let's just see how it does, to see if this is better or mulching was better, whatever it is. So I was delusional, obviously. So I learned from that mistake. Always cover your soil. You don't want naked soil, so to speak, because nature wants to grow things. So if you want to suppress as much as you can, you want to put the mulch on top. And a good idea before you mulch is to remove as many weeds as you can, um, until you can't do it anymore. I spent about an hour pulling weeds. Not only did I pull the weeds around here, but I also pull weeds there and back there as well. So here's another thing. What's a good mulch to use? I like the brown better because when it fades, it fades to a lighter brown color and it looks more natural. If you use black mulch, which I have used, it fades into like a grayish, whitish color, which doesn't look too good. So I prefer the this brown a lot better. Right now, I got that mulch for three three bags for $10. I got this in, I believe, in the spring for five for $10. So it has gone up, but still not too bad. In case you're wondering what we're gonna do with that section right there, um, we are going to be using mulch that's not so nice quality. Um, it was from the grind up mulch from our trees that a tree company left for us, so we'll be using that. But if you have an area that you don't know what to do with for right now, which is what I'm going to be, which applies to this area right there. I'm not sure what all I'm going to do there, but I don't want to leave it just naked or bare. Because of that, I'm going to just apply that mulch for right now. And if I have to leave it for the winter, that'll be fine too. But I do have ideas of what plants I'm going to be transplanting over there. So for right now, I know it doesn't look too pretty, but the mulch that we have right now will work really well because we have a lot. Now, if you have areas like this that you don't know, you don't have any idea what to do yet, and you don't care about whether it looks pretty or not, I would recommend going to this website called getchip.com, I believe. I'll put it in the description section below. But anyway, you just sign up and then they'll drop you a load of chips. It's basically ground up trees. And the bad thing is that, well, the good thing is that you get a ton of chips, wood chips, so to speak. So they're kind of like mulch. It's like coarsely grated mulch. You can think of it that way. And then what's so it can be anything that's in there. It could be leaves. It could be like, I don't know. We got something like a can of soda, whatever it was. So it's not going to be pretty, but at least it works, especially if you're starting out. If So that's the bad thing. The good thing is that you get free mulch, and it's going to cover a lot of area for you. Like we got one last year, and we pretty much ended up using so much of it, and we still had some left. So it's a good way to get free mulch if you want to go that route. For the time being until you want to pretty up that space a lot more. So that's what we're gonna do for that area right there. But for this area here where the fabric liner is, we're going to still use our cypress mulch because we like that mulch. And then we also know that it doesn't harvest like bad insects or things like that, like termites or things like that, and it's closer to the house. So we like that a lot better. And I think it smells really nice, and we've always used it here, and it looks really good, like right now, like that. But this has been there for so long that it needs to be replenished, but we like that mulch a lot. It's cypress blended or blended cypress mulch. That's what we used. So anyway, we like that a lot. So I am loving this so much right now, and I can feel a lot better now knowing that um, those guys are protected better with a fresh coat of mulch. And then also it just makes it look better I am so glad this project is done. And I wasn't sure if I was gonna come out today to do this, but I'm glad that I did. Despite it being very hot and being very humid, you can see that I'm very wet right now. So yeah, I was going to do it early this morning, but I didn't get a chance to. So I'm glad that I was able to come out this evening, and it actually feels really good. If you don't mind a little mosquitoes flying around, but you could use some bug spray for that one. So I hope you found this video helpful as far as when is a good time to mulch and what and why you should mulch. So until my next video, thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.